What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Finished building up back the car after I had that accident with it. I don't know if you can see it from where I am, but the car needs to be repainted and stuff. And that is where it is for now. But other than that, everything else is back together. As you can see, my fan here is on the table because I have that to put back in. But I'm not really in a rush to do that, so let me show you guys under the car now since I've put everything back together. If you watch my previous vlog, you'd have seen that everything was all apart on the table. Table is all well kind of back together and back to what it should be. But yeah, this is it back together now. These are my little scale parts that I have on it. I plan to put the fan back around here, so not really rushing it, more trying to get now the shocks and whole suspension, how the car goes straight, all that dialed in again, in which is one of the most tedious things to do. If you have a Tamiya MO5, let me know how to really get this car going straight every single time you put it up. Like each time I do achieve going straight, but it's like every single time you pull up the arms and all that stuff, you're back to some serious steering tuning. So that's fine, because it's a hobby and it's gonna take a little time sometimes to get things done. But yeah, sometimes it does take a lot of time, especially like how where I am, it's really cold, so it's not like I have a lot of time to be outside to get it done. So it's more like a quick 5-minute, 10-minute session worth of testing sometimes. So here's the car from a different angle now. Yeah, try to do a little bit of wire tucking, darken up some wires to kind of like get rid of so much wire going on in the car. So when you put on the body, it still looks pretty scale, the wiring don't have you all confused. So again, my skinny tires at the back. And yeah, these work pretty well, I don't really have a problem with them. It's just that, they run down very fast. So I have to kind of like pace myself on how many times I drive the car because, I'm going to be needing tires sooner than the usual. So here it is from another angle. If you notice, it has that slant about it, that dip. Yeah, that's what we need. So far the car is launching good, but there are issues with these type of cars, especially like when the car comes out of wheel spin. So this is an issue that anybody that owns this type of cars need to really remember and pay attention to, is that for these cars, even though it might seem like it's going straight when you launch it, it doesn't mean that when it comes out of the wheel spin and wants to now actually move, sometimes it will show you that it's not actually perfectly straight, and then you'll go and hit into the the curve or whatever it is, or into the other person that you're racing. So I feel that man, we need to really take time to really learn the cars that we have. Sometimes we have so many cars, and when you really check the levels, like you drive it here and then you're like, yeah, this car is good, it's good, and it will perform, and then lo and behold, something like that happened. Because how I get to discover this is when on my street, like I kind of gauge where I want to run the car, but sometimes I can go full on out on the full stretch of my street. And day before yesterday I did it, and the car just made a hard left and right into the curve. There's nothing I could do about it, because I think as I said, once it comes out of that wheel spin, this thing moves. As I'm like, I need to find now a very open stretch to really dial in this car to make sure that everything goes according to plan. Anyways, guys, comment down below if you like the build and what you want to see me do more and stuff. I have other things coming up, but like every time I drive this car and really put power in the car and really think about the stuff that happened and all these things, and every time I rebuild it, you learn new things. So oh, and again, got some tires, some Goodyear tires that people have been asking me about. The only drawback with it for me is it's not very broad. I wish I could find broader ones, but that's how it would look if I had it on. I will put it on the car sometimes, but you know, I don't know. You'll see them eventually. Anyways, guys, like, share, and subscribe. Gonna do some other stuff right now, but I think this is where it is until I get to paint it. And yeah, getting a GNSS analyzer soon, so look out for that. And until then, big up on yourself.